Namaste, everyone. I am the Korean LaShan. Thank you so much for joining me today. You are in for a Southern inspired treat. We are making black-eyed peas with cabbage and cornbread. The ingredients we will use today are 1 bag of frozen black-eyed peas, 1 head of cabbage, cooking oil like vegetable or canola, cooking spray like Pam, for example, 1 onion, 1 green bell pepper, minced garlic. I have fired roasted veggies on the list, but these are optional, but you do need 1 cup of water as well as your seasonings. I chose to go with salt, nutritional yeast, lemon pepper, and sage. For our cornbread, we will need a muffin pan, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 egg, and about 8 ounces of your favorite milk. And so now that we have our entire list of ingredients displayed, let's get started. So we'll start with our cooking oil. You want to just pour about a cap full of that oil into a warm skillet. Let that skillet heat over medium to low heat. Dice up about 1/4 of your onion and toss it into the hot oil. From here, you want to take the minced garlic. I like to buy pre-minced garlic, and Spice World is my favorite brand. So I just added a teaspoon of the garlic to my onion and let them simmer in the skillet together for a couple of minutes while I chopped up about 1/4 of my green bell pepper and added that in to the onion and garlic mixture as well. Then you want to let that continue to simmer, and this is where I went ahead and added in 1/4 cup of those frozen mixed veggies, only because I happen to have some left over and thought they would be really good in my black-eyed peas. So you want to go ahead and mix that in if you're doing that part with your onion and peppers. And from here, you can add in your bag of frozen black-eyed peas. I chose frozen over dry because it literally cut my time in half. So this is how it looks all mixed together with my veggies. From here, I just took a cup of water and added that to my peas. It will kind of cover the peas, which is totally fine. And this is the point that you want to add your seasonings. Again, I chose to go with salt, nutritional yeast, lemon pepper, and sage. I was very generous with the salt and lemon pepper because the black-eyed peas do absorb a lot of that flavor. And then I just put a little bit of the nutritional yeast and the sage in with it. Mix that all together so that it's seasoned throughout. Go ahead and pop a lid on this and just let it simmer for about 40 to 45 minutes or until the black-eyed peas are nice and soft. You then want to chop up that entire head of cabbage, taking out any hard pieces or the core of it. You want to add about 2 caps full of your cooking oil to a skillet. You'll do another 1/4 of your onion and another teaspoon of your minced garlic as well. Let that simmer a few minutes, and then go ahead and add your cabbage to your onion. Now, if all of your cabbage doesn't fit, that's fine. You can let it cook down a bit and then add the rest. If you're using a nice big pot, you can put it all in there. Please do. Once you have all of your cabbage in your pot or your skillet, go ahead and add some seasonings. I kept it super simple, just salt and lemon pepper here. I then covered this with a lid and just let it cook down until it was nice and tender. About 40 minutes or so, but you can just kind of check it throughout. While the cabbage and peas are cooking, we can turn our attention to our cornbread. And again, you have a cup of flour, a cup of cornmeal, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then your wet ingredients, your milk, your egg, and 1/4 cup of cooking oil. So you want to add the dry ingredients to your bowl first. Mix them together and make sort of a well or a hole in the middle for your wet ingredients. From there, you want to pour in your milk. You want to go ahead and add that egg that you should have beaten with a fork as well as your 1/4 cup of cooking oil. You then want to grab your hand mixer. Go ahead and mix this up really well. If you don't have one, a spoon is fine. The point here is to just make sure the mixture is nice and smooth, like the consistency of cake batter. You then want to take your cooking spray and spray each cup of your muffin pan. Go ahead and preset your oven to 400 degrees as well so it can be heating while you add your cornbread mixture to your muffin pan. So ideally, this mixture will give you about 12 really nice sized cornbread muffins. You want to let those cook at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, or just until they are nice and firm and golden brown. You should be able to stick a toothpick down the center and have that toothpick come back out clean. And around this time, your black-eyed peas and cabbage should be done as well. So this is how our black-eyed peas look now that they're nice and soft. We'll go ahead and plate these with our cabbage that you can see is now really tender, perfectly seasoned, and those beautiful golden cornbread muffins. And there you have it. I would love to hear how this meal turned out for you in the comments below. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. You can also follow me on Instagram at @LaShan. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Be kind to yourself and then everyone else, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.